leg. About to tear the roof off. Get ready to rumble, young blood.
Fans live for games like this one.
And the excitement already starting to crescendo with fans gathering and streaming into the building. Thanks for joining us. And checking out some numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then there's Dillingham. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's the Machine in at the center, locking down the middle. And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
Well, MP and his team know how important these games are and how much a win in a game like this means to the fans. So far, they've taken care of business, but still have plenty of these rivalry games left. MP's got to be on his A game. Rivalry games are hard enough as it is.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Well, there are always trades this time of year, Clark, but we rarely talk about the human aspect of these moves.
That's a great point, B.A. You know, these guys integrate into their communities. They create bonds and friendships and connections. Their kids go to school and make friends, and then if they're traded, all of that is disrupted. So it's often overlooked, but it's a real part of being a pro basketball player in the NBA.
Now here's Murray, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Brown. Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Murray has that spirit of you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Outside McDaniels. Randle, a screen on Porter. Here's Edwards. Brown grabs the board. The Nuggets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Porter, the pass to Jokic. Tipped! And they get it back. Porter gets the bucket. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. from 12 feet, and he gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. Outside Porter. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Randall, the pass to the machine. Now Edwards. Here's the machine. Randall, a screen on Jokic. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Edwards for 3. Minnesota again missing. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Dillingham. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh, that's great basketball. Denying them on one end while grabbing points on the other.
Brown passes to Jokic. To the inside. It's stolen. Pass to the machine. Here's Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Murray passes to Porter. Murray, a screen on McDaniels. Porter gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Fires for 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back, right back at you.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He said Nikola Jokic is so intelligent. He said we know the offense is going to run through him. So all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Murray. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Here's Brown. Back to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. And the layup falls.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Out to the right wing. Randall on the screen. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Back to Edwards. The 3. Sinks the tray. Edwards got 8. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. Shot from the wing. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Denver has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
In their last game against...
Power is home!
Oh, wow!
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Porter. 14 points for him last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, what about his work on the glass? I mean, he was an all-around contributor to a winning effort. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Watson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Westbrook comes in for Brown. Outside Murray. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the machine.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Murray passes to Jokic from the right block. No good. 3 for 6 shooting in this game. The Timberwolves lead by 5 to the paint. The machine, his shot is good. The machine's got 6.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And again, it's Denver missing. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker, the pass to the machine. Here's Shannon, pounded by Westbrook. And Shannon gets it to go.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Westbrook. No points yet. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Jokic. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Randall against Gordon. Randall can't hit. Nuggets trail by 8. Here's Murray. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. The machine's got 4 rebounds now.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Randall. The 11-footer. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Randall's got his second basket.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Knocks it down from distance.
And Jokic provides shooting for this team. He's the definition of a stretch 5.
The machine, the pass to Randall. Here's the machine. Randall is screen on Jokic, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Pass to Strother. And here's Porter outside. That shot missing. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points. Brown comes in for Watson, and Murray subbed in for Strother. And so many young stars emerging in this league. Checking in on the Rookie of the Year race here in January. Right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
We've got Edwards. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dillingham, and it's the machine in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Hachimura with a screen on Murray. Inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead up. I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Drains the triple.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Hachimura in the post. He's guarded by Porter. Great D that time from Porter. And playoff success has been rare in Minnesota. Last year was the first series win in 20 years, Clark.
How about this fact? That was LeBron's rookie season, 2004, BA. That's the last time the Timberwolves advanced in the playoffs. So T-Wolves fans, I think, really savored the trip to the conference finals and are looking for more from this group going forward.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, the machine in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped in 16 points and just played hard, notching a double-double. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Great look there, but off target.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Minnesota with some changes. Randall comes in for Hachimura, and McDaniels is subbed in for Edwards. Jokic is checked in for the Nugget. Watson comes in for Michael Porter.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
For three, Randall nails it from three. Randall's got 7.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Pass to Murray. Jokic the screen. There's the 3. And Jamal Murray gets the 3. 6 points for him.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Randall outside. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Murray. Over Dillingham. Screen by Watson. And here's Jokic outside. Minnesota with a rebound. The Machine's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Alexander Walker. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. Here's Watson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Now here's Westbrook, covered by Alexander Walker. Westbrook right side. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Michael Porter comes in for Brown. Here's McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Here's Jokic. Jokic muscles it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Jokic.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Randall outside. Oh, a big-time jam. Slams it right over Gordon.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Down low. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Substitution, number 0, Christian Braun.
Outside McDaniels. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's Minnesota. They're up by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the result.
And how about we move it on? Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Dillingham. And he makes it on the layup. Dillingham's got 6 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Gordon outside. Porter looks it over. It's Jokic, high post. And the dunk by Jokic.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
Here's McDaniels. And it's good. 2 points. 9 points in the game.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 5 points now in the quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference. Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Porter, the pass to Murray. For the tie. And another three for Denver.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Dillingham. Count the basket. Dillingham's got 8.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Oh, man. Oh,
Punch, that was.
bad intentions. The reverse jam. Unbelievable. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Number 5 is Nikola Jokic.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
For 3, Randall. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. Pass to Gordon for the lead. The rebound by the Machine. The Machine's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Back to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
They get the rebound. Edwards for 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Now here's Jokic. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's tipped. Here's Edwards. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Murray passes to Gordon. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Leading by 5. Pass to Dillingham. Here's the Machine. Let's go with a 3. Porter pulls it in. Jokic finds Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Gives him a nice lift when Gordon's scoring on the move. He does a good job creating his own shot.
And here's Edwards outside. Buries it from 3. Edwards has got 12 points now in the quarter.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Jokic, he's open. And again, it's Denver converting.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
Edwards against Porter. Outside Edwards from 10 feet away. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Gets good position inside. May have rushed it just a little.
Porter, the pass to Gordon. Back to Porter. There's a screen. Six on the shot clock. Misses the 3. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. Here's a look at the schedule for Denver. On Monday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And you know, for that matchup with Charlotte, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Here's the machine. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. The machine's got 8 points. Nuggets trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Minnesota with a rebound. The machine's got rebound number 11. Strong drive by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Now here's Murray. He's covered closely. Outside for Porter. And again, it's Denver missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Porter, the pass to Gordon. And here's Westbrook. Jokic in the post. He's got 26. It's good on the putback.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Edwards. Takes the three. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Murray passes to Porter. Back to Murray. From outside the arc. And here's Jokic outside. The three ball is good from Jokic.
Rising to the challenge. He's giving them everything he's got.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Westbrook against Edwards. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Porter. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Edwards looking for an opening. Good work defensively by Gordon. Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Westbrook. Here's Jokic. Jokic using his size.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Outside, Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll be just the second road game of 5 in a row. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. The three, Westbrook knocks down the long J. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Boy, and that's a big deal for Westbrook because when he starts to knock down shots from distance, it really opens up his full bag of attack mode offense.
Here's the machine. And miss after miss right now.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a three of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Pass to Jokic. 4-3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked. This was...
Look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Jordan. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Westbrook. Inside, Here's Jokic to take the lead. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Then it's Julius Randle. Then there's Dillingham. And it's the Machine in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. For 3, Gordon. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Pass to Dillingham. From downtown, Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Gordon outside. Here's Brown. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
To the wing, right side. For 3, Randle. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Calm when it counts. Randle has that clutch DNA.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Murray from outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Dillingham driving to the basket. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Pass to Gordon. Murray with it. Here's Brown. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Right side, Edwards. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Porter finds Murray. Screen by Gordon. From deep. Murray, no good. The Timberwolves shooting around 53% in the fourth. Pass to the Machine. Here's Dillingham. Defended by Murray. And here's Edwards. 11 feet out. Edwards, so good inside.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Here's Jokic. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Randle outside. It's Edwards on the wing. Five on the clock. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 45 points.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
To the inside, Jokic. Look at Jokic working inside.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
The Machine pass to Edwards.
Well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A moment to hear from Alling the force.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
The Machine pass to Edwards. Here's the floater. Oh, he nails it!
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Here's Jokic. Count it!
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
The Nuggets want a timeout. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray from outside. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes, and a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Puts up a three. Offensive board for three. Gordon. And it's in. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within one. And Minnesota with possession here. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no luck that time either. For the win! Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's Minnesota.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.